This is Swami Vishnu-devananda, 1979, Festival of Inner Light.
North America, why young people would want to reach out towards Eastern cultures. Would this indicate that Christian or North American religions are not answering questions or are not serving their people spiritually?
Well, the answer is there because they don't feel like going there again, and they are coming into the Eastern thoughts. The very reason is, I won't say that there is nothing that could teach them the real peace and the way of life. It's the interpretation. Because I quote a lot of quotations from Bible itself, and many of the monks appreciate it and say, oh, is this the meaning behind that words? They take it literally. The way they present doesn't seem to be satisfying the present day minds. Otherwise, the philosophy is same, it's genuine, very beautiful, founded by a great prophet. There could be nothing wrong in it. Only if you don't present it properly, it seems to have lost its very life. So people don't seem to understand. Say the children are asked just to do this, do that, don't do this, don't do this, do this, do that. If they ask a question, why should I do and why should I not, stay away from, there don't seem to be any intellectual answer to satisfy their minds. But yoga gives them a satisfying answer. In fact, in the name of yoga, we never ask them not to do anything. We just tell them, I say, this is what beneficial to you. And if you do this, it's not beneficial. This way, we allow them to choose. We never force anything to them. We just give them the facts.
Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Thank you.
Peter, the last time I saw you was before Woodstock, and at the time we were talking about cosmic consciousness and a lot of things that we were thinking about at the time, and a lot of things have happened since then, including Woodstock.
Well, you can take, for instance, the Woodstock Music Festival, 400,000 kids, and who opened it up? Swami Satchidananda, who you just spoke to. Now we come over here, and we're in Montreal, and outside Montreal, and you see a crowd not quite as large. It seems that now the whole United States and Canada, that whole part of this world, is becoming a new Mecca. The kids today, not even just the kids, but the youth-oriented people, the people who are young and are looking for change, are looking towards spiritualism. The whole drug scene and that's happening is just bypassing now. But the reality...
What way bypassing?
It's bypassing because people looking for spiritual enlightenment and haven't found out about yoga and haven't found out about certain ways go that route. And sooner they find, of course, that the real way to go is through yoga. Yoga is an ancient science. It's 5,000 years old. Through yoga, you can reach levels that are far beyond any chemically induced kind of situation. And it's clean and you're in total control. It's fantastic. So you have Swami Vishnu here in Val Morin. He's got the center here. It's one of the largest centers, I think, in Canada. Swami Satchidananda has a fantastically large center in New York, and he's got 10 centers around the country. Swami Vishnu, again, has 44 centers around the country. This all happened over the last few years. So many centers with so many hundreds of thousands of students. You wonder why. The thing is that America right now is cluttered with technology, and it's good. It's evolution. But alongside with the technology has to come some sort of a spiritual lift, and yoga is the way. And I would say the new hipness is yoga. It used to be other things, you see. But now finally it's a particular kind of a level that cannot be surpassed. You can only get deeper and deeper into it. And it has taken many years for the East to bring it to the West.
Tell me about the plane that you have helped Swami with. It's an incredible creation.
Yeah, that was really beautiful. Swami called me up a few months ago and asked me if I would like to decorate his plane, and he will do a boundary breaking trip, which means he will go from place to place around the world and probably entering places like Czechoslovakia or the Arab countries or Israel and so forth, and show with this beautiful bird fully decorated in cosmic designs, you know, which emanate joy and bliss and hope. And he calls it the plane of hope. He's going to break the boundaries, you know, in a good sense. And for many weekends, I met Swami Vishnu once in Fort Lauderdale and once in Washington and once in New York City. And each time at the airport, we had a tremendous gathering of people, and we would decorate the plane. So taking it through the whole United States, we decorated the plane from airport to airport, each time a little more. And by now, the plane is finished. I will have one more decorating session with Swami Vishnu that will be in London next month. And over there we're going to land in Scotland, and then we will enter London in the airport, and we will have this huge peace convention similar to what we have over here. And we're going to bring all of these goodwill that have been started to be created in this country now, and bring it to Europe, just the way the Europeans, London brought over the Beatles. We're bringing this over, you know. And it's fantastic. It's manifesting itself across the whole United States now. I'm not that familiar with Canada, but God, this looks pretty heavy.
Thank you very much, Peter, and I wish you and your voyage of peace and love an awful lot of success, because God knows we need it.
Thank you.
Peter Max.
Swami, what is this Festival of Light about?
This Festival of Light is inspired by our great master, who passed away on July 14, 1963. But he started manifesting since 2 years and guiding us in many ways. And not only guiding spiritual people, but also doctors, scientists, different fields, people working in different fields like psychic, like Olga and so forth. They are able to see something unusual. And also for coming days, we have to have a life which is not merely external, it also must be internal. Inner awakening must take place, because in order to survival of the world is very difficult. By year 2000, we may not survive if the people won't actually take a positive step in their life. So this is to show the humanity that we can have a positive life and bring the humanity in a higher conscious level, not a lower conscious level, you see.
We have to know our inner selves.
That's right. First you have to find inner peace, inner light, then only we can have external peace and external light.
You are sometimes known as the Flying Swami because of some of your missions to Northern Ireland and the Middle East.
That's right. Of course, I flew the plane, which now is permanently installed in our, we made a beautiful museum in the form of a pyramid, you know, and we'll be seeing that. And I was in Cairo. First I was in Belfast with Peter Sellers. I flew, he was my co-pilot, and then from there we flew to Tel Aviv to Cairo. And I was almost shot down by Israeli planes and Egyptian planes. But I all defeated with the marigold flower. When the Israeli plane came to shoot me, I said, I opened my window and threw a marigold flower at him. That's why I defeated him.
What will you be discussing? You'll be discussing some sort of new medical discoveries?
Yeah, there will be not new medical discoveries, but there are psychic phenomena involved where ordinary people only can see with their eyes, ears, and so forth. But beyond what they can see with their eyes, ears, and nose, there are like Olga, Worrell, Marshall Vogel, and they all have, their scientists also. They have seen something more, the power of the crystals, crystal energy. It's known now, Master is teaching me how to use the crystal. And so there will be both East and the West, mysticism and metaphysics will meet at this. Scientists and religion will try to find a common ground.
That certainly seems to be. We have Episcopal ministers here. I notice you have a rabbi here as well.
There's a rabbi, a very famous rabbi who is a very great composer and musician, and like John Rosener, is an Anglican priest, and many other different.
Quebec. You've traveled around the world. Why did you come here to Morin Heights?
It is an unusual thing. First time I came in...
Val Morin, excuse me.
1958 I came to first time to Montreal, and I made my headquarters in New York, but I want to be here. So I want to be in New York, but somehow karma forced me to be here. And one student said, Let me, we want to show you some place in Morin Heights or somewhere. So I said, I'm not going to be here, I'm going back to New York. So anyhow, we drove 4 o'clock because I like mountains. But when I came at the Morin Heights, I saw a bright light pulling me. So I told, something is going to happen there, but I don't know, but the light is pulling me. And with that, after a week, I went back to New York. Again, next year I came back, 59, 60 I came, and then we started a small camp in St. Hippolyte. Then next year we had a rental camp in 61 in at the Val Morin 11th Avenue. Then we put an ad for another place permanent, and thus 8th Avenue I came. As soon as I came 8th Avenue, I saw the same bright light. After 2 years what I saw. Then I knew this is a great important spiritual place. I must start my yoga mission. That's why I brought the whole headquarters to this place.
Thank you very much. I look forward to learning something today.
Thank you. We'll be seeing many. Okay. Now you'll see all the many our important special guests are Dr.
Yes.
Andre Puhat and others are there. You can talk privately or you can.
Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Sivananda Bhagavan Om Bhagavan Shri 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 Bhagavan Ananda Bhagavan Sivananda Bhagavan
Serve, love, give, purify, meditate, realize. Be good, be kind, be compassionate. Enquire who I know the self and be free. Find the knower, find the seer, find the hearer. Know the thinker, know the speaker, know the doer. Be still, be quiet, know I am Brahman. Sitaram, 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 Ram. Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Radhe Shyam, Shyam. Shivoham, 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 Soham. Sat Chit Ananda Swarupa. Rama Sita, Rama Sita, Rama Sita, Ram. Shyama Radhe, Shyama Radhe, Shyama Radhe. Om Ram 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 Ram.
But I could answer, he was going before me and prostrating before me. I do not want even to salute him. Here he is prostrating. A huge giant. Physically he is very tall, maybe 6'4" or 6'5", and very strong, and his spiritual, of course, is a giant, spiritual giant, and he is the president of the divine lesson, people worshipping, ministers and persons all from green.
Vikram, you want to take Swami's photo? Ask him.
Can I take your photo, Swamiji?
Oh yes. You got a camera? Let me see. No, this is a very cheap one. Ask money to purchase you a Rolleiflex camera. If he does not give you, don't take food. Sit in the corner and eat. Moria is only joking. Don't worry, mother, for expensive things. You must learn to live a simple life.
Tat Sat Om, Tat Sat Om, Tat Sat Om. Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. Om Tat Sat Om, Tat Sat Om, Tat Sat Om. Om Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om. Ram 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 Yamare Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Purvarvandanath Mrityurviyamadat Om Trayambakam Yamare Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Purvarvandanath Mrityurviyamadat Om Trayambakam Yamare Sugandhim Pushtivardanam Purvarvandanath Mrityurviyamadat Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vadishyate Om Shanti 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 Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Madangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vadishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shanti